hop in a bit.
How dare you? How dare you not watch?
Huh?
What?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I was just thinking of how dare you. All right, hey, it's Achilles C. I like you threw in the C there this time.
I don't know.
So you get this.
I remember the one criticism we got from our one positive review ever was like, but use your own names. I'm not going to not use fake names, so at least I'm going to put as much of my real name in there as possible.
Solid. There you go. That's Achilles C., the Vice Minister of Heat Propaganda. I am your boy, Larry Fresh, also known as Finstrodamus, and this is the Evening Juice with Lemon City Live, Season 7, Episode 53. Big thank you to everybody who's tuning in. If you're watching on the stream, pop a little comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Again, thanks for hanging out with us. Always great. Oh, look. No, that's covering up everything. I'll take that off. Let's just go with this one. Here we go. Remember, you can follow us at Lemon City Live on every social media. And if you're listening to us on the podcast later on, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your enemies, share with everybody.
Juice the algorithm.
Juice the algorithm. Oh, that should be the hashtag right there. Juice the algorithm. I dig it. Achilles has fixed his audio problems that have plagued him the last couple of episodes. So we're ready. We're back. I just realized I left all my shirts hanging here.
I literally was gonna be like, did you strategically leave like your golf shirts there to be like,
nope?
Sorry,
total accident.
I left my golf shirts out. I'm gonna be on the links later.
No, this has become my dressing room for work since I got this whole different wardrobe I got to sport. So yeah, that was a mistake. That was supposed to be an oversight. Big thank you to our streaming partner, the 5 Reasons Sports Network. We're streaming on their YouTube page right now on 5 Reasons Sports YouTube. Big thank you to everybody who's watching there. Thank you so much. We got a great show today. It's going to be a good time. So hang out, stick around for a while, make yourself at home, grab yourself a drink. On today's show, we're going to break down a little bit of last night's great game. Or was it? I got some opinions. We'll talk a little NFC West.
You have controversial opinions?
Controversial opinions, man. Get ready, man.
Bro.
If you're a Dolphins fan, stick around, man, because Finstrodamus got some big news, man.
Big news.
I had a really good vision last night, and I'll talk more about it shortly. As well on today's show, we'll do a little NFL picks. Achilles and I are going to try to win you some money. Maybe Gus will join us and try to win us some money too.
So last time we did this, the only person who was winning you money was Gus. The rest, both of us were very bad at it.
I don't recall. I think I was pretty good.
No,
I feel like I'm
pretty sure we were
solid.
both very, very bad, and Gus was very, very good.
I'm gonna have to not.
We're better than us, not necessarily good, but better than us.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. You never know.
We'll find out on Tuesday. We got 5 games on the slate here, including the Dolphins game. We're gonna pick. We're going against the spread here. We're gonna try to level up here as professional degenerate gamblers.
We will be able to do this legally very soon.
Yes.
In one of our many beautiful casinos here in South Florida.
Heck yeah, dude.
We got to get the juices going before it becomes real.
Yeah, for sure. Going to be a good time. So we got that going on. We also will bash Inter Miami a little later. We got the great Alex Windley, the most knowledgeable, the most connected, and the smartest person to talk about Inter Miami out there. She's going to join us.
Close.
Yeah, she's going to join us.
Nothing against all of our other good friends that cover the team. But
yeah, y'all good. But she's just a little bit better. You know what I mean? So, and only the best here at the most factually unfactual show. But no, legit, she's good. She's great. She'll be on. She'll be joining us a little later, so stick around for that. And then if we got a little time, man, we'll do a little baseball is picking up. We got playoff games. We got one in progress right now. We'll have to check in on the score a little later. We have another one that's starting at about 30 minutes from now. The big one I'm looking forward to. So
Game 5 Western Conference WNBA semifinals right now, bro. Phoenix and Las Vegas going at it.
And Chicago won the East, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Knocked out my own personal Connecticut Sun and Auburn legend DeWanna Bonner. It was very hurtful to me.
Oh, man.
And the Chicago team is really good at basketball.
That's the Candace Parker team, right?
Yeah. Candace Parker, Quigley, and then this girl I'd never heard of named Cooper is just a baller.
Yeah.
Overall,
Which one is
baller.
Deladon on? Is she still? She's on
Mystics, I believe.
Okay, that girl, she can ball, man. She can hoop. I like watching her play. And LA, the Vegas has the Vegas got some ballers on that squad.
Yeah,
bro. So that
Asia
Vegas,
Wilson and Cambridge and a couple of other
Cambridge,
people.
man, yeah. She, oh man, I
She's
saw
like
videos
Shaq,
of her.
dude. Oh my god, so smooth with her post, and she's gigantic. It's amazing.
Yes, it's bro. I saw her just dogging dudes, and I was like, yo, this is what's up, because Brittany Griner can dunk and everything, but
dude, I've been watching these games. She has the Bam Adebayo elbow jumper, dude. They just leave her open. She's like, all right,
she can shoot, she can ball, she can do all that stuff. But the way she's manhandling these ladies out there is awesome, man. I like watching her. So all right, cool. Plenty to talk about, man. So much stuff, so much sports, huh? So you want to talk about something else then?
How about October is going to be the greatest month? October 2021 is going to be the greatest month in movies in a long time.
Really?
What James Bond came out. What do you call it?
Is this the last? What was the last James Bond? Before this one, was it Skyfall? Or I feel like there was something else.
No, it was another one, and I can't think of the name.
Is this the one that Billie Eilish is doing the song?
I think so, but this is the last Daniel Craig one for sure.
Man,
like this
like
one
him.
for 100%, yeah.
Okay.
And then you got Dune later in the month. You got Last Duel. You got House of Gucci. You got there's a really good French movie that just came out that I want to see. Like it's what do you call it? New Wes Anderson movie coming out. It's insanity.
All right,
insanity.
A lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff to take in. We'll have to dive into that a little later.
At the end of the month, we'll do a separate movie podcast where I'll review all the movies that I've seen, and then I'm in massive debt because I'm going to the movies 4 times a week.
super down for it. Super down for it, bro. I can't even recall the last time I went to a movie theater. It was obviously pre-pandemic. I haven't gone since, but I don't even remember the last movie I saw. It's been that long, but we'll definitely do that movie podcast. Lemon City at the movies. We'll do that. But last night, okay. Did you watch the game? Like real talk.
I watched the end because I was watching USA Jamaica.
Oh, that's right. I
caught the very end of the game.
So you were doing our good soccer homework there. I was watching the game. First off, the uniform battle, not as bad as I was expecting. How do you feel about those neon green highlighter uniforms? Not a fan.
I don't want highlighter.
No.
In any team, in any sport, bro.
I don't know. I feel like it works for them because they were like the first ones to do it, but I'm not saying I like it. I'm saying it works.
Yeah, exactly. It works because it's their thing, not because it's good.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So Seattle comes out in these green highlighters. The Rams come out in their dirty blue or their dirty white jerseys.
Dude, it's
why are they doing that? Like, have they not gotten the memo? Like,
the all blue looks so good. And everything else they do is garbage.
No. The white, when they wear the white is nice. When they wear the white with the yellow pants like they did week 1, that was fire. That was fire. They look good. Bro. They look good. But anyway, so I was watching the game. Seattle, the skinny right now, Russell Wilson is injured.
I just saw he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks or something.
Yeah, out for at least a month, the next 4 games.
No more middle finger. They tore that bitch off.
Yeah, dude. I think this is going to fortify my Finstrodamus prediction a little more, but more on that in a little bit here. But first off, my takeaway from the game last night. I've been a Rams sympathizer now for the past few years. I like what they're doing. I think Sean McVay is like, bro, it pisses me off that he's younger than me, and he's out there doing like the dream.
Barely older than I am.
I know.
And I barely have a real job.
He's been to the Super Bowl.
Dude.
Dude's been to the Super Bowl, and so I've been like, I'm partial to the Rams. I like what they're doing. I like how their flow. Before this season started, I was really high on the acquisition of Stafford. I think it's great for them. But I came across an interesting statistic, and I realized it while I was watching the game last night. I was like, man, something is off, And it's not that they don't have Jared Goff, see? Something else was off. It's not the lack of Goff.
Something else was Goff.
Something else was Goff, yes. That works better. So I was watching, and something was bothering me and troubling me. And I started to put my finger on it. If you recall, in the whole existence of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, has there ever been, do you ever recall a Detroit Lions running game at all during his tenure there?
Not really.
No, they've never had the premier runner. They rely solely, like, Like, he's a gunslinger, like you said. You love the gunslingers. He loves to sling it everywhere. He's racked up 5,000 yards a couple of times, I think. He's great, but never had the running game. One of the things that made Sean McVay like kid genius compared to like the rest of these old coaches, then the fact that he's taking on a guy who was 70 years old last night in Pete Carroll. So McVay, he's innovative, man. And I was looking at it, and the number is they ran the second most number of play action plays last season, and this season so far they have the second lowest. You know what I mean? And that tells you that they're kind of shape shifting here into just a better Lions team, and I don't like that because that's not what they're supposed. They're a better Lions team with a better defense because their defense was on point. They locked it down second half. They killed it, but when it comes to overall the offense, I don't want to put all this stuff on Stafford, but it looks like that's what they're doing, and that kind of worries me because I had them pegged as the best team in the NFC. I like them a lot, and definitely in the NFC West. But I think they got to show me some stuff here, man, because their running backs. I know they used to count a lot on Gurley, man. Gurley was great, but he's been gone for a couple of years, and what they have back there in that backfield, I don't know. I kind of started seeing like just a better Lions team last night and not the Rams, and that kind of worried me a little bit. But when you look at the NFC West, though, are you more on the Cards? Like, are you buying this Cards 4-0 thing right now?
They're good and all, but like I said, Kyler Murray's great and all, but at any moment, that fucking flashy, do whatever you want to do, run around is going to bite you in the ass 2 to 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be 2 to 3 games a year where it's just like, God damn it, dude. Just drop back like a regular guy, please.
Yeah, I feel it completely. And I think everybody's real high. Like everyone, I like all these gas bags on TV and on the radio are talking about like Kyler Murray early MVP favorite. And I'm like, all right, yeah, so great. It's a month.
Why people are high on the Cards is because they did the complete opposite of what the Dolphins did last year.
Okay.
Because I think both teams were in the same spectrum at the end of last year. Good records, good winning records, turn things around kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Let's build on it. And what did they do? They went out and got Chandler Jones. They went out and got AJ Green. Like they made moves, and they got JJ Watt. You know what I mean? The team is better. And the Dolphins did the complete opposite, where they literally didn't bring anyone in, and now somehow the team is worse. You know what I mean? I think they're getting a lot of credit because they actually had a productive offseason and addressed things that were a problem last year, and now they're the only undefeated team left. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
But still, like if I had to choose head-to-head, who am I putting money on? I'm putting money on the Rams, dude.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like the Rams, to me, have the better balance of both. Yeah, JJ Watt's great and all, but he's also old.
I'm just saying, but they also brought in Chandler. Like, if they would have just brought in JJ Watt, then you're like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah. Chandler
But to have a guy like that as your third, even fourth pass rusher, regardless of how washed he is, that's still good.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
I think that what they got going on here is interesting. I think the Cards are just, I don't know. I'm not big on Kyler Murray. Like, I like him. I think he's got that pop, that can explode at any time.
In today's NFL, it's more important to have a guy like Kyler Murray than a guy like McCorkle, even, who's just going to stand there.
Yeah.
Because in NFL, the defenders are so big, strong, and fast that unless your offensive line is great and you're going to be able to get that ball out quickly, you need a guy who can improvise. Now, why do you think Lamar Jackson was the MVP of the league and people still say the guy can't throw? You know what I mean?
Unbelievable. You win an MVP and people still criticize the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Get out of here.
I think not that a running, scrambling quarterback is better than a pocket passer, but if you're going to have to choose an okay pocket passer or an okay runner is worth so much more right now.
Yeah. Taylor Murray is 100 times better than Tua. Yeah, right now.
Again, they are the same person in terms of arm strength, accuracy. Blah, blah, blah. The only difference is Tua has become a fucking statue, and the guy can't move. He can't improvise, and he gets bashed to bits. Where Kyler Murray, again, is he the greatest thrower in the world? Is he the greatest this? Maybe not, but he can do enough to overcome that stuff. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, it is what it is. And last night, you saw it when it came to the Rams. They put it together the second half. I like what Stafford did. They move now to 4-1.
Mm-hmm. Coming off a win against the Bucks, like people forget.
Yeah. Well, they had beat. No,
Yeah.
They lost to the Bucks. Yeah, that's their one loss is the Bucks.
Oh, I thought they won. Wait.
Yeah, no, they came off. Yeah, throwing me off there. I was like, no, they're 4-1. They have their one loss against the Bucks.
Damn it! I really thought they won.
We're good. We're always prepared here. You know what I mean? So I still think that they're the class of the West over there. Now the Niners are the team that I feel kind of weird. Like I don't know.
They can't stay healthy. There's too much weird things that are going on over there.
Like Jimmy G looks good, but then it's also like you got Trey Lance. Like it's just so strange. It really
doesn't matter.
odd.
They've had how many running backs are hurt now? Like, come on.
Lots of blah blah blah. Cindy the intern greater than Finstodamus. No, I don't know who that is. Hashtag fact.
Cindy the intern is good at actual football topics. Finstodamus is good at predictions. It's
right.
Very different.
Get her right. Hashtag unprepared here. She has gotten real bold ever since she kicked your ass in fantasy, dude.
I'm sorry that I unleashed the monster.
Yeah, you unleashed the Kraken over there,
bro.
but anyway, last night's game got me thinking, man. I was watching this. Bucks lost to Rams.
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't, man. Like, you're trying to gaslight me. Of course.
You're just like
oh, no. Tom Brady's never lost a game ever in his life.
That's right. 34-24. Thanks, Alex.
I should have believed in myself. Why would I even listen to you? That's my fault.
That's your fault there. I appreciate you helping us out there, man.
I'm going nuts.
So who did the Rams lose to then? Who am I forgetting?
Wasn't it the first game of the season?
Or they lost to the Cardinals. Oh my God, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, if you know who the Rams lost to, since we don't have our support team in studio today, we really miss
my computer because then it does this when I start typing.
Yeah, no. It's what ended up happening. Whoever's out there, who did the Rams lose to? That's the biggest question. That's the title of the show. Who did the Rams lose to? Episode 53. We have no idea. What happened though is that our little humble brag here. Our show. Oh, see, Alex says the Cardinals. Okay, yeah, okay. So I had it backwards. Yeah, they beat the Bucks, lost to the Cardinals, and the Bucks. All right, yeah. Now it all makes sense. I am a worthless host. I apologize for my confusion and everything. 37-20. All right. Yeah, they got rocked. All right. Alex, you should be part of the show
clutch,
here. Hashtag
clutch,
Cardinals. Way to go. Coming clutch. I appreciate your help. Anyway, I lost where I was going with this. I'm just a bad host. There was something I was going to say here, but I realized I'm just not good at this. And wow, man. Anyway, that was a big fail. But I did notice while I was watching the game yesterday, a couple of things stood out, man. Seattle is not very good.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
They had their time.
Yeah. Legion of Boom, gone.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Bobby Wagner, great player, but that rest of that team.
Yeah,
Jamal Adams. Remember they traded a bunch of people for Jamal Adams? They got like 2 first-round picks for like a safety? Like it was like 2 first. 2 first, a third.
It was a huge haul, yeah.
Yeah, a huge haul for the Jets.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He was like a top 5 pick, too.
Yeah, and Jamal Adams, great. Oh, Taylor says it right. Legion of Busted. I like that. Anyway, hard times in Seattle right now, and that kind of got the gears thinking in my head. And Seattle now drops to I think 2-3 on the season. They just lost, like we mentioned at the top of the show, Russell Wilson for the next month at least. Hand injury. If you recall, at the beginning of this year, when towards the end of last season, right, while we were still on onside, I remember having a discussion where we were talking about, and this is where we always give credit to Gus being the first one to talk about Watson as the guy that the Dolphins should go after. I remember that Russell Westbrook. Russell Wilson.
Don't pull at me,
that's
bro.
Your move. That's your move. That's your move there. I remember that Russell Wilson was unhappy in Seattle after last season. He wanted out, and he had, actually submitted his trade destinations to who he wanted, where he wanted to go. And the Dolphins were on that list. Now, this was after last season, before this season, obviously. He reconciled with Seattle, but it got the gears thinking, bro. There's a reason, and this is where Finstrodamus comes in here, okay? Finstrodamus has a vision. Finstrodamus had this, the sky opened up, clouds parted, and a light came down on Hard Rock Stadium, and I was looking at it, and in that light, like a beacon coming out, just
a short beacon,
a short beacon. It was not very tall, but he came out like this with Ciara in tow. There came out little Russell Wilson in his number 3 jersey, ready and willing to play for the Miami Dolphins. And I think that this is what's going to happen, bro. In the Light was not Deshaun Watson. Get out of here, Taylor. It's not. That's not who it was.
It was, and then
it was. Yeah. Seahawks can grab Cammy Cam. Yeah, they can go after him. Hashtag wait for Watson. I know a lot of you are on that, and fine. You guys
hashtag wait for rapist.
Wait for rapist.
So no.
But I started thinking, and Stephen Ross is obviously Tua's not Stephen Ross's guy. Is it Watson? Probably. He likes Watson. It's not a very well kept secret that he likes Watson. But Russell Wilson could be the guy that can provide us something the same way that Peyton Manning provided the Broncos some years back towards the end of his career. Now, Russell's not at that same point in his career as this guy. I feel like his window is still bigger than what Peyton had left at the end, when he went to Denver. But I think that there's still something there. I think the interest is mutual. Miami is always a preferred destination for a lot of players. And there's a lot of similarities between that Denver team and us. Championship level defense. You can make that face all you want. You can make that face all you want, but it's a championship defense that we have here. We've established already we have a premier tight end. Not a great tight end, but we have a really good tight end, right? And we have decent receivers. What we don't have is somebody that really just gets the best out of these guys. Now, we were counting on a Tua, but then when you really think about it, if Ryan Fitzpatrick could win with this team, you know what I mean? In the busted up shape that it was, why can't a guy like Russell Wilson come in here and do it? So I don't think the things that are detriment to us right now would be a detriment to him. And Finstrodamus, the way he looks at this is that Russell Wilson could come in here, elevate the level of play. And at the same time, here's another thing that people are overlooking. When it comes to the Watson thing, the Texans have made it clear they don't want Tua back in anything. So now the complication of the deal is you have to get a third team involved to take Tua because you're not going to have Watson and Tua on the same team. Here's the better switch.
I'm not going to get in the way of the vision.
Here's the better the option here. Russell Wilson, either in a trade. I don't know what his contract status is. I don't know if they could just release him or if he's up at the end or whatever it is. But let's just go with the trade scenario here. And he comes in. You can actually have an asset with Tua sent back over there that can alleviate. Basically, the ransom that the Texans want for Watson will not be what Seattle is going to command here. You know what I mean? Seattle's not going to be asking for a ransom here. And all that Russell Wilson wants is to be heard. That was his whole big gripe with Seattle is that, he's like, I won a Super Bowl. I've done everything for you guys. I took you to another Super Bowl. I've been here, but I'm not buying into this philosophy. I'm not buying into what's going on lately. I don't like it. I want my voice to be heard on certain things. It wasn't being heard. And you know him. He's like he's like Derek Jeter. He's the king of that coach speak. You know what I mean? After the post game, he's not going to give you anything. But when the news came out that he submitted the list of teams, I think it was like 4 that he was willing to take a trade for, that really turned a lot of heads because now all of a sudden he was flexing that power. And I think Stephen Ross at his advanced age and all the stuff that he wants, he's like, you know what? I need this. I need this. If he can give me even one championship, if the window comes in smaller than, let's say, like a Watson guy, if I can get something in the next 2 or 3 years here, Wilson is the guy, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm letting you know right now, next season at the start, week 1, Russell Wilson under center for the Miami Dolphins. Book it.
All right, so are we going to move away from fantasy to reality, or we just want to leave it at your Finstrodamus?
Whatever you think.
Because give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
Let's forget the whole trade. No, let's forget the whole trade thing. Let's just compare the two teams as they are right now. For Russell Wilson, which offensive line is better?
Well, he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay, now imagine if you put him behind the worst offensive line.
Well, he averages like 50 sacks a season. He is one of the most tackled quarterbacks. I mean,
that's fine.
O-line can be fixed.
Imagine if it was worse. I'm just saying.
O-line can be fixed. O-line can be fixed.
See, that's the one thing where you're so wrong. It's shocking because this team has literally never had an offensive line. So, you can fix it. You can when. You make it sound like this is just like a weird anomaly that the offensive line isn't that good.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not an anomaly.
Awful, and it's going to be like that forever because we're cursed.
No, okay, no. See, that's so ridiculous. It's gonna be like that because we're cursed forever. That's it. Look, O-line. Yeah, okay, you're right, Alex. It's a QB graveyard here. It has been.
And like I said, and this is just him, not someone who's in mind. He's just looking at the two sides.
Yeah.
So the offensive line is worse. He's older. He's hurt. So that means instead of getting smashed 50 times, he's going to get smashed 70 times.
Okay. I'm going to give you
who has the better receivers?
Well, DK Metcalf is great. Tyler Lockett, yeah, but that's it. After that, they don't have anything else.
So what?
Those we got
better than receivers. Those two guys.
I think we have a deeper core.
No, I've always been a defender that we have a good core. But to pretend that having two number ones as your two receivers, oh no, I'd rather have Preston Williams and Albert Wilson as 9 number. Bro, stop it.
No,
stop.
Look. All right.
Gesicki, like I said, we're all Gesicki guys, but he's not better than Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf, bro.
All right. You're underestimating something else. Okay.
Do you want to go to the team that has not one offensive coordinator, not two offensive coordinators, but 3 offensive coordinators, and all 3 of them suck at play calling? Last year, the Dolphins were super desirable until this season started, bro.
Yeah.
This is not a destination for anyone anymore. This is a destination for only Deshaun Watson because he's a trash person and no one else wants him anymore. So pretend like I said, and anything can happen. Finstrodamus could be right, but in the realm of reality, there's zero reason that this guy should ever show up, bro.
I like that. Achilles Carminati, the keeper of the realm of reality. I like that. All right, I'm gonna give you some. I see what you're saying, and allow me to retort like the great Pulp Fiction.
No, see, you're breaking the first rule of being a predictor. Is trying to explain your predictions.
No,
that's the number one mistake. You say your thing and then you dip, and that's it. Because
I'm saying my thing and I'm dipping. I'm just pointing out some supporting details here. You're
gonna tell me, we can fix the offensive line.
No. I'm gonna give you some examples. I'm gonna give you some examples here. Okay, hear me out. All right. The great Tom Brady, a couple seasons ago, was upset in New England and left what was considered a great situation to go play where? A team that was a perennial loser, a quarterback graveyard, like they said, a team that couldn't win with.
Whoa. So you're comparing.
I'm not comparing anything.
Yes, you are. You are right now comparing
what?
Russell Wilson to Tom Brady.
I think maybe not in championships, but they're in the same class of quarterback here. They're the same class of quarterback, dude. These are one of the top 5 QBs in the league, bro. What, you don't think Russell Wilson is this good, or you think I'm overrating Tom Brady? What's wrong with you here? I don't think it's asinine to think that these two guys are that close to each other.
I slam Tom Brady all the time, not because he's bad, because I'm bored of him. Him at 60 is going to be better than Russell Wilson ever was.
Look, Russell Wilson. Again, I think you're underestimating.
And they had weapons in Tampa. The problem was Jameis Winston, before his LASIK, was throwing 400 interceptions. The problem wasn't the team. If you guys, the one problem, bro.
You guys listening here is
come on.
All right, you guys in the chat here, am I crazy to think that Russell Wilson is a top 5 elite quarterback? If I am, let me know in the chats. If I'm not, support me here and let Achilles know. I'm just saying, I got him in the same category.
Like saying there's Jordan, and then there's everyone else. And the number 2 guy in that list during his playing time wasn't close.
I don't know, man.
You can say technically they're both all top 5, but the difference between number 1 and number 3 is gigantic, dude.
What I was trying to get at, because I wasn't comparing them directly. What I was saying is that they're in the similar sphere here. They're very, very alike here. But what I was trying to get at is that Tom Brady looked at Tampa as a challenge, and people want to be, when you're at this level of athletics and competition and you've already accomplished, it's different. You've already accomplished something. Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl, has lost a Super Bowl, has played great, has done everything. He proved the doubters wrong. He was a 3rd-round pick that wasn't supposed to start. You know what I mean? He got in there. He made everything. But he wants a challenge. And when he looks at a team like Miami, the same way Tom Brady looked at putrid Tampa Bay, as a crap team that had never been good other than that one little brief window in the early 2000s under John Gruden, that was it. That was all that there was there in Tampa. And he looked at it like a challenge, and he succeeded. That's what athletes do. Top premier athletes go to bad teams sometimes or not so favorable destinations thinking that they can fix it, turn it around. Why? Because they have an ego. That's what all these big athletes do. They got a big fat head, a big fat ego. So it's not ridiculous or preposterous to think that Miami, a very nice situation, with so many things to come down here. It's
That's
not
a problem.
No, you're wrong.
It was. If we were having this conversation last year, I'd be like 100% Russell Wilson wants to come here.
Get out of here, Taylor. You don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, come on. Again, this is like just make your predictions and dip, dude. Don't try to bring facts into it.
It's over.
We're not gonna ruin it and show people that it's a fraud.
All right, we're not gonna. No more. Done. Done. Hold on. Wait, Alex, new friend of the show here. Patrick Mahomes, Rodgers, Kyle Murray, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, all better than Russ this year. Okay, just so you know.
Now he doesn't have a middle finger, bro. We don't know how that's going to affect him, dude.
Hold on. Before last night's game, before he busted his finger, he hadn't thrown an interception in 4 games and was one of the top-rated quarterbacks, considering that it's not a very good team that we're talking about in Seattle.
That's fine, but he's not Tom Brady.
Don't shit on Russell Wilson, all right? Because Sierra's she puts out bangers.
But this is on you. No, this is on you because you decided to compare him with Tom Brady.
And it's an accurate comparison. Accurate comparison.
That's again your fault.
I'm telling you.
You would have picked literally any other quarterback.
I want you all to wear a shirt that said Finstrodamus is the greatest person. Finstrodamus is the GOAT when you see Russell Wilson under center week 1 for the Dolphins. All right? We're all wearing that shirt.
There's no such thing as a 0 chance. And that's what you got on your side.
All right, Alex. Russ number 6. I don't know. I got him ahead of I'll still take him over a Josh Allen and a Lamar Jackson. Or even definitely Kyler Murray. Definitely Kyler Murray.
Maybe, but not really. Kyler Murray's literally just a young, healthy version of Russell Wilson as of right now, bro.
Stephen A. Edwin and Skip Achilles.
Don't you ever compare me to that piece of shit, ever, bro.
No, it'll be Stephen Achilles and Skip.
I don't want to be compared to him either, but I'd rather be Stephen A. than fucking Skip.
Oh man, Sierra has been relevant since Goodies and got a little famous again after Future dumped her ass. Ooh. Music beef. I like it. I don't know.
Like I said, Finstrodamus, the beautiful thing about your kind of the godfather of your realm, Nostradamus, is that he just said shit. It wasn't like it's going to happen at this time, at this place, because of this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
This. No, he just said, oh, there's going to be a thing. And then people go, he was so right. This thing kind of looks like that thing. He was so right.
We're definitely on that ballpark. All right. We'll see. Week 1's going to be interesting. All right, we got some picks to make, but we're going to put that on hold because Gus still hasn't chimed in. By the way, for those asking, Gus is over at the FIU football game right now. I don't know the score, but FIU was losing.
This week.
And Chris Greer should be on the hot seat. All his picks and our trenches suck. Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of the most disastrous off seasons maybe in the history of football.
Yeah, it's horrendous. So anyway, there's the Taylor Gus with his mom. Yep, lies. Yeah, he's out there. He went to pick her up, and then he's stopping over at the FIU game. So Gus will be chiming in a little bit, and we'll do some picks. We're gonna, like I said, we're still gonna win you some money, but right now we have Alex Windley on. Baby. All right, you guys ready to get learned about? Right in the middle of my good introduction there, my connection dips out. All right, y'all get ready to get learned, all right? Because right now, oh, man, Gus is chiming in. FIU is losing 31-13. Hard times, man. Hard times out in at the Ricky right now. Unbelievable. I'm still paused up, though. Still repping. But anyway, right now, let's get Alex in here. Alex, what's up, my friend? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Awesome. Look at her. What are you rocking there? What is that? A D?
It's
Colombia?
It's a Colombian team in the
damn. That's my rivals.
Inkaholic.
Oh, you got some new ink, didn't you?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Everton logo? You got some
Disney stuff. Just
Disney. All right. There you go. Gus is sad about FIU losing. Sorry, Gussie. Gussie, call us in. Hop on right here after we're done with Alex, so we can make some picks and win some people some money. So Alex can go get some more tattoos. By the way, that DIM is the rival of my family's team.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's a
sorry.
team in Medellin, in Medellin, Colombia. They're actually they're like the Mets to my team being like the Yankees over there. Yeah. Atlético Nacional. Yeah. It's all good. I've actually seen them play.
She did her research and she's just trying to get you heated, bro.
Oh, for sure. It's not going to work because I went to a Clásico in Colombia and my squad won. All right. So we'll leave it at that. But anyway, Alex, thanks again for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. Look at hello, Edwin. Cool jersey, March Nemesis. I'm rocking the only team in Miami that knows how to win. Woo! Apparently, I'm throwing it up fresh here with Miami FC, looking real nice with my collar and my old school Dolphins colors.
Best jersey maybe ever made.
It is. It's really nice, man. I'm not gonna lie. Beautiful. It's very good. It's one of like my 3 different Miami FC jerseys that I have already. Got quite the collection there. But again, Alex, you're here. We're going to talk some Inter. We're going to go through a little therapy session here because it's bad. It's dark times right now up at Old Lockhart Stadium. Nothing seems to be going right. How much have we been outscored in the last few games? What's the tally at? Like 15-1 or something like that?
It's not good. I'm not really. I haven't tallied it up, but
we can't count that high. I know I can't.
Yeah,
it's too much. Let's leave it at that.
Like 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's quite a bit actually.
Yeah. It's more than 3 hands, and that's not going to work out. Inter's in a rut. I was looking at it, and I'm thinking over here that could we possibly have gotten worse since last year, and could we possibly have been better when COVID was running wild and nobody was in the stands, and at least we were trying to play like a team like last season as opposed to this. Because Achilles hasn't been on board at all season. Achilles has been no. Even through the winning streak, he's like, nope, it's a sham. He called it a farce. He said it was just people, dipping the ball over the top and hoping somebody scores. These 1-0 games where eventually the luck would run out, and it has. We've been getting smoked here. So, where are we? Is there any hope? And what can we do?
Well, statistically, Neville has gained more points than Diego Alonso through 24 games. Yeah.
Through this many games?
Yeah, through 24 games, which is how many Inter Miami.
Yeah, no, they're technically better. Technically.
Yeah,
because they have more points.
Last year, Diego Alonso ended up with 24 points through 24 games, and this year through 24 games, Neville has about 32. So in that regard, Neville has accumulated more points, but. Inter Miami is in a bit of a rut right now. They still have the chance to make the playoffs. They just got to win a couple of games, but these last couple of matches,
they just got to win a couple games. That's all.
Well, they went on a run. I mean, it's possible. They certainly have the capability, but listening to Neville in his pre-match conferences, it's like he's begging his players to shoot on goal at this point, and it's frustrating for him because during that win streak, you saw that Inter Miami was able to. Grind out results. There's that Chicago win. There was a Toronto win. But now it feels like, he talked about players wanting to play for the shirt and they're, players that want to make the playoffs. It seems as if, there's just a collection of players that have already given up on the season. So it feels very much crunch time for them. And it's just an unfortunate situation because the way this roster is built, there's just players that don't work well together. And, Diego Alonso, it was hard for him. And now we see it with Neville. So it's a rough situation for the club all around. And it's just a mess right now. And with the sanctions coming next year, there could be, some Fort Lauderdale players coming in, which could help the situation. But right now, it is difficult. Yeah.
Neville can say all he wants, but it's his system out there that's not creative, in my opinion.
Because it's not creative because there's no real number 10. Rodolfo Pizarro isn't a number 10, and now Gonzalo Higuain.
You don't have to play 5 at the back. You can put more numbers in the midfield.
It's not a 5 at the back. It's a back 3. It's a back 3. Well, I can tweet it right now. A back 3. It's a back 3 with the wing back.
That's fine, but the wing backs always are back, and the 2 guys in the midfield rarely cross the midfield line, bro. Like to me, it's a very negative style.
That's the common misconception with a back 3. It's not necessarily defensive. Look at Antonio Conte's Chelsea from 2016.
Whoa.
I'm not comparing.
That's a back 3. Listen, there are back 3s that work. this is not one of those.
Yeah, there's no Marcos Alonso coming out and running that left wing real nice.
I'm trying to explain that a back three isn't necessarily a defensive situation right
it's
now.
not. You're right.
You're right on that part.
But for Inter Miami, it is because they don't produce any offense.
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm trying to say is right now with the back three, it's mainly down to the personnel that Neville has. If next year they sell Pizarro and they bring in someone who can play as a 10, maybe they'll switch back to a 4-2-3-1. But during that unbeaten streak, defensively, they were sound. And like I said before, right now the players are. They were.
Well, no, I'll give it to her. They were
during that
win parking the bus and playing.
They were living by the seat of their pants, and Marsman saved them multiple times. The two defenders that we have right now are better at passing the ball than they are at defending.
And that's
two main center backs. And I like Makoun because he's a regular center back. And then he has to go out wide where he's not necessarily comfortable, and that's not his fault.
Yeah.
And I like Gregory. He's awesome. But the person next to him is someone who needs to be pushing up. What happens is they play out the back, and then everyone just gets to the sidelines. And then that's it. And then there's nothing else.
Yeah.
And I understand there's not a number 10, but there has to be. You're supposed to be the manager. Figure something out. Yeah. You do have good players. Just try something new.
I feel like
that's why I liked Alonso. Alonso was just trying to figure out, bro. He was doing different things. The team would lose, but it was a lot of close losses. They were at least interesting to watch. This team is not interesting to watch, like, at all.
I'll say this. First of all, Alex, great job on your latest piece at lemoncitylive.com. The search for the number 10 continues.
Oh, for sure.
You broke it down. If you haven't read it out there, go on lemoncitylive.com. Check it out. It's a really wonderful piece. Again, don't listen to my buffoon of a co-host over here. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just worked up on all the sucking that Miami has done in every sport. So it's kind of like, taking its toll on us. But I will agree with one thing he says, though. I feel like last season, even though it was more experimental, and this guy was trying to work with what he had, I felt like we were in it more. Like, obviously this season and, the recent memory here is this bad couple of run of form here right now. And it feels like we're still living and dying by a certain style, and there's been no creativity. Now, maybe he's trying creativity and it just hasn't come out on the field. But for the perspective, what is it? One person's, how does that saying go? Oh, my God, I'm butchering it all up right now. But one man's perception is another man's reality. And what we're perceiving out there, what they're putting out there, isn't really coinciding with what they're trying to do. It's coming off like it's just stagnant. There's been no creativity. We've established that there's no number 10 that really can be a playmaker, but there is guys on this team that have had some roles. And when you're a coach at a certain level, this couldn't be the first time that you've ever encountered this situation. You have to have some experience in how to handle this. You know what I mean? And it just seems kind of like we're
not Neville,
at a wall.
Because he's kind of just been gifted jobs and he stays there for like a year or two and then dips.
That could be. But I mean, Alex, looking at what we have right now and not looking into next season, do you feel like there's a chance that we could turn this around and we can, roll the dice here and shake it up and find a winning formula here? Or are we kind of just at our end here?
Statistically, yes, they still can make it, but all this is subjective. I mean, Achilles already said his word. Whatever I say is basically going to be moot.
No, don't be discouraged by Achilles. He's just, like I said, angry. But I mean, realistically though, like, what's your gut telling you though? Like, do you feel like, if you think statistically, we're still in it, but like your gut, like what you've seen it, you've watched how many minutes of Inter Miami this season? Like every minute, pretty much.
Yeah, every game.
I mean, you've got as good as an assessment as anybody. You understand. You've seen what they're. I cut off again. Yeah. You've seen what they've been doing. I mean, you've seen glimpses of it when it works, but compared to the sample of what you saw last season, I felt like I was a little more optimistic at it, even in the downtimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What's going on here? Is it just the lack of offense?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of revisionist history with 2020 because, there was a time last season where Miami, they played FC Dallas and they lost 2-1, but the post-match conference, Ben Sweat, who was on the team at the time, he basically came out and said, "Oh, I think that low block, Inter Miami was out a goal, and then they came out at halftime, and FC Dallas ended up scoring 2 goals because Diego Alonso decided to play the team in the super low block and defend a 1-goal lead for 45 minutes, which obviously wouldn't have worked with the defense we had back then.
Right.
And so the post-match conference, Ben Sweat, he basically said, yeah, I personally think that, we were in that low block formation for too long. And he was right. And remind me, they couldn't, sustain that. And so under Neville, I've yet to hear a player actually, disagree with anything he's done tactically. They've always put it on themselves, not doing enough. And, it's telling. And that's one of the reasons why I think they got rid of Alonso is because,
For sure.
Chris Henderson and Phil Neville, they've really talked about, wanting to bring up younger, guys from, the academy into the first team, which is what they're doing now. And so, Neville wasn't my first choice. And, I did my due diligence with him. I've watched women's national teams games with England, and, the style he was playing with England is not the same, formation he's playing with Inter Miami, which was telling. He came in saying he's not going to play. He's going to, he has a non-negotiable style of play.
Yeah.
And already he, what was it, 10 games into the season, he had to switch up his formation because, the personnel didn't fit. And like I said, Neville wasn't my first choice. It's telling how every manager so far, Alonso and Neville, they've had to just switch up what they're known for as coaches because of the amount the way this roster was constructed with Paul McDonough. And I
For sure.
even if you were to change the coach, I don't think that this is something that is fixable unless you really get rid of the 3 DPs and some of these guys on transfer on TAM money, just to get rid of them. Yes, Neville can do better tactically in some ways, but at the end of the day, Miami need to be more ruthless in the final third. You saw against, Portland, they weren't, shooting enough. They got into good positions, but Robbie Robinson maybe didn't shoot enough. Gonzalo was dropping deep because, there's no really good creative presence because Rodolfo Pizarro is, a traffic cone at times. So Gonzalo has to drop deep, and Robbie was occupying that number 9 spot. So no one was really. It's multiple things that's the issue at the moment. And watching this team all this year, there were highs and lows. So yes, statistically they can still make the playoffs if they win. But I've written in my Lemon City Live pieces that they should really be looking forward to towards 2022 because that's the only way they're going to have to get rid of some of these players going in. And it's just unfortunate because I think we all saw it coming, but the Inter Miami, they're just gonna have to ride the storm at this point, and it's just sad because this franchise has a lot of potential if they play their cards right. But even from the McDonough hiring, it was just wrong step after wrong step. But
Gotcha.
it's just it's just
like
you're
100. There's multiple levels. It's not. I'm not saying it's all Neville's fault. It's not all the players' fault. 100%. They're trying to do what they can with what they got. It's just like I said. It's just frustrating to watch sometimes. That's more than anything. That's my grief with the team.
And you know what?
Like I said, and not that last year's team or that Diego Alonso's a better manager than Phil Neville, but last year the body language wasn't as bad. Like when you watch some of these games, man. And it's a lot of players. It's not just Higuain. The body language is just brutal sometimes.
I feel you. But I will say this. Alex brought up a point that I hadn't thought of and makes a lot of sense. And this is why she's a beast at what she does. Because,
that's why she's the expert and we're, talking head dummies,
we're not, you know what I mean? But Alex, the point about the players not complaining about tactics and stuff as opposed to being very vocal about it last season and stuff like that. That's very telling. That's actually a really good point that not a lot of people are mentioning and talking about because that shows, hey, you know what? They're buying into something. Maybe it's not giving them the results. Maybe they don't have the personnel for it, but they're buying into something. So at least on that front there, it seems promising. But I think you're right. I think we got to focus on next season. We got to, try and get rid of all these pieces that we have and kind of get a fresh start because unfortunately with the way the structure is in MLS, it's not like, other leagues where you could just pump in more money and stuff like that. We're handcuffed with a lot of these things. So we bought into some of these players thinking it was going to be something. And real quickly, it turned out that it wasn't. We realized that it now, maybe we got to do a more gradual approach instead of just, trying to get all those pieces right off the bat. Hoping to make a splash at the beginning, maybe, get rid of them, bring in one, try it out, bring in another, try it out, and then try to find the better mesh like that. But It's gonna be a fun, interesting kind of the rest of the season here. How many more games do we have left? Is it just
7?
7 more games? Okay.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I'm not optimistic. I'm hopeful, but I'm not optimistic.
Make a prediction, bro.
Let me see here. Let me harness whatever good Drive Pink Stadium memories I have from Onside and all the games that I watched and all the articles that I've read from Alex. I think we're gonna miss it by a point. I think we're gonna miss it by a point. I think we're gonna miss it.
Terrible prediction from
I can't see us going all the way. I'm looking into my, the future.
Finstrodamus has to be giving us hope, bro.
Hey, Finstrodamus is just seeing what he sees, and he sees, just short by a point. I think we're gonna be off by a point. I think that's what it's gonna be. Huagi says we're gonna go 7-0. I like that. Gus, the offense has gone cold. Winter Miami. Gus with the always clever puns there. He is always quick with that. All right, let's change it up here real quick. We got you on. I don't want to be all doom and gloom here about Inter Miami. Something good happened last night. U.S. men's national team, huh? How about that? Was a 2-0 win yesterday against Jamaica? I mean, I don't care. It's a win. We're happy, right?
Yeah, I actually did not watch because I was watching Josh Penn play for the Charleston Battery. He's on loan from Inter Miami.
See, a professional, bro.
Fucking professional.
I was doing my due diligence.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Achilles watched. That's what he was watching. See, he was watching that. You were watching Charleston. I was watching Seattle and the Rams. So Achilles, homeboy who scored, he's kind of a big deal. What should I know about him as a casual fan that I don't know about a Dallas FC player? Because apparently it was really hyped.
Yeah, one, he's 19.
Okay.
That's all you need to know, first off. And he's doing what everyone since Josie can't do, which is be in the right position and just tap balls in. We're not asking him to do anything insane or, bicycle kicks. And
level 10 poacher. Okay.
The men's national team has so much talent down the wings in the midfield that you just need a guy who's going to be in the right place and is going to put that ball in the net. And so far, it's Pepe, bro. And if you're at 19 doing that, the sky's the limit.
Okay. All right. Now, yesterday's game, Jamaica, you had to win. Where does this put us in qualifiers?
They're last, and now we're top of the table on goal differential over Mexico because they tied 1-1 with Canada in Azteca, which was huge.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I personally think Canada will make the World Cup. They've got
they're so good.
Yeah. And is this World Cup the expanded one? Are we going to have more teams this one, or does that start the one after?
I think Qatar is the one. Oh yeah, I mean, no, is it?
Well,
no, I don't think
next,
so.
Right?
I think
the US one is the first.
Yeah.
It's the one after, because I know they're expanding it and all that stuff.
Yeah, the US one. No, this one they're just, playing in the winter instead. So
okay. Yeah, I'm cool. Lemon City at Qatar. We got to make it happen, man. We got to start putting it in the budget there. That'll be nice.
We're sending Windley to Qatar.
Yeah.
That'll be
I'll
great.
there you go. I'll start setting aside like $5 every day. That'll get us a plane ticket in time. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We'll have a good time with that. But all right, so the team wins. Jamaica.
The more than anything, they looked right. They played mostly young guys. They still put Paul Arriola out there, and he was fine. He wasn't bad. I'm not gonna, shit on the guy like I usually do. I'm a bit harsh on him, I'll admit. But they just played the young guys, and they weren't scared. They weren't playing back. Like, they just let him go, man. Because for me, a lot of what happens is Berhalter gets in his own head and starts changing things, and it messes it up for these young guys who, they get all tense, and they're like, ugh. They went out there. They were loose. They didn't score in the first half, but they looked good, and they were just out there playing, man. And there's so much talent. Anthony Robinson has finally settled in at the left back position, which is huge. Serginho Dest is awesome. All of a sudden, we have decent depth at center back. The midfield core with Adams and McKinney is great. We have infinite amount of wingers, and now we have a striker who at least gets the job done. Again, I'm not going to be like, he's the greatest player of all time. Maybe. He's 19. We'll see. But everyone is playing right. And now we just need to see if they can keep doing that, like, on the road and not get CONCACAF on the road or whatever.
No.
But it was promising. Even against the team that's at the bottom of the table right now, it's just nice to see confidence.
There you go. And that's a big thing, because I think, but it's the right kind of confidence, because I think it's confidence, not cockiness, because I feel like that's what doomed us last world qualifier season, by us not making it and losing at the end, got cocky. We thought we could just, cruise through it, and it bit us in the ass. So happy to see that the men's national team won last night.
So one more thing for Alex. Do we have a scouting report on the guy they just signed up because of the hardship?
Oh, man.
I know we brought in a center back.
Yeah, he's quite good. A lot of those Fort Lauderdale players, they're really good, and they're gonna be with the first team next season. I don't know if he'll start tomorrow, but he's tall, he's really commanding physically. He's a good defender, and he's really good with the ball at his feet, which is a plus as a center back. They
especially in this system, the center backs the center backs being able to pass is so important.
Yeah, that's especially in this back three that they're playing right now. Yeah, I don't know if he'll start because Breck Shea this morning during the conference, he did mention that he could play center back. So I don't know. Right now they're down. Gregory's out.
It's crazy.
The injuries and suspensions right now, it's they're not the most. It's not the greatest time for guys to get injured, but it's been a long season and they've been running and playing hard. So it was going to catch up with them, and let's see how it goes. Maybe they'll switch to back four. I don't know, but there's a possibility he does start tomorrow on May. But yeah, he's a good prospect, and next season definitely he'll be a big part of Inter Miami.
Nice, man. Okay, so
give Fort Lauderdale FC some love, man.
Yeah, they're a really good team. They're third in scoring in that league. They play some really good football, and they're just really fun to watch. Sometimes I like watching them more the first team just because offensively they and they've got a proper number 10 in Georgia Costa, who's a South Florida native. So it just goes with it.
Look at Gus just throwing himself into the stream here like he runs the show here. Gus, what do you think you're doing, bro? Get out of here. You're interrupting our time here with our guest.
My bad.
Yeah. You're bad. Anyway, hold on, Gussie. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on hold here because all I hear is the band playing in the background. We're gonna put this guy on hold here for a second. Gus is live at the game. He's gonna chime in here. But Alex, thank you. Thank you so much. I learned a whole lot. Maybe we can all go get lemon tattoos pretty soon. That would be great.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. I've already set aside. I gotta add to this whole nonsense that I got on this arm. I'm gonna fill up this whole forum here with
sleeve.
Yeah, but with all like TV references of stuff that I like.
Oh, cool.
I'm doing like an Office tribute. I'm gonna do a Daria. I'm doing a bunch of old like TV shows that I like.
That
so I'm gonna have some fun with it.
Before my time, Daria.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I kind of felt stupid saying that right as I said it. I was like, oh man, Alex wasn't even born when Daria was out there. But Daria is the best show of the '90s. Okay, if you get a chance to watch it, it's literally and legit
Hulu.
the best. Yeah. Is it on Hulu?
I'll put it on my list.
Oh. Watch it. Daria, best. If it's on Hulu, great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great because it's a freaking phenomenal show. And it still holds up. I rewatched it a couple of years ago with Cindy. And as people who lived through that era and watching it again, beautiful. The show still holds up. It's a really, really good show. Alex, thank you so much. Enjoy. Inter Miami plays when? Tomorrow night?
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see how it goes.
See, we broke her.
I know how you feel. Every time I'm at home, I'm like, I'm not going to watch today. I'm not going to do this to myself. And then I sit there and I watch the game.
Yeah.
Where are we tomorrow?
Red Bull Arena.
Okay,
it's the
so we're up there.
Game from earlier where they got rained out. And
my friend went to that game. So he's gonna. I don't think he made it to the makeup, but all right. So they got that, and then the next home game is what, Wednesday?
Oof. Yeah, Wednesday against, I believe, Toronto, which could be a very winnable game. They're not the greatest team.
It's technically two pretty winnable games. So
and
maybe this will start the 7-0 run, baby.
The road to 7-0.
We don't know.
I'm a Grinch, but I want them to succeed. So listen, they're gonna figure it out. We're gonna grind out 1-0 victories to the playoffs, baby. Let's go.
There we go. We'll do that. And Alex, we'll have you on again, and we'll celebrate together, and we'll talk about we'll talk about a triumph. And there's no Premier League this weekend, right? Because we got the international games going on.
Break.
All right. Sorry that Everton lost to my boy James, but you guys
we're doing okay. We're doing a lot better than I expected under Rafa.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm enjoying them, watching them.
All right, good. We'll catch up on that a little later on the next show. But again, Alex, thank you so much. You have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, tell people please where they can follow you so they can get all the goodies and be up to date on Twitter and Instagram and wherever else you want to share.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at AAW_1998. You can also find me tweeting bad takes at the Heron Outlet.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I write for Element City, obviously, but
Yeah.
and Instagram, if you ask me, I can give it to you. It's pretty public, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, awesome. Remember the Heron Outlet.
Yeah, if you want to know about soccer, follow Alex, Heron Outlet, all that stuff.
Yeah, Heron Outlet. Y'all had the coach of Fort Lauderdale FC on your
Darren
YouTube.
Powell. He was super nice.
Awesome.
He broke it down for us. He's super excited about the future, and everyone should. Fort Lauderdale, they're a great team. There's a lot of good prospects coming up through the pipes for Inter Miami. So if you're not excited about the first team now, a couple years down the line, we'll probably have our own Messi. Don't count me on it, but
American Messi. We'll take an American Messi. All right?
Inter Miami Adames.
Miami Messi, bro.
Inter Miami Adames over here. I don't know if I got the word right there, but we'll work something out there. But again, go check her out. Go check out her latest interview. And thank you so much, Alex. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you so much.
All right,
guys. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, let's bring on Gussie. Gus. Here he is. Oh, look at that guy live.
The band is really loud.
What?
Can you guys hear me? The band is super
loud. We hear you. We hear you. All right, Gus, you ready to make people some money or what, bro?
Oh, what are we doing?
Gus read the show notes before and is ready. All right, Gus, I don't know if you can hear me very well.
I did not read the show notes at all.
Okay. Oh, I can tell. All right, here's what we're doing, all right?
I thought I was just coming on here to talk about this crappy FIU game.
No, nobody wants to hear about that. That was on Monday. We talked ad nauseum about FIU, and what's the score right now? All right, give us the update of the score.
It's 31-20. FIU, it looks like they're about to get a stop, so if they score on their next drive, it's pretty interesting.
All right, what quarter are we in? How much time is left?
Early in the fourth quarter.
Okay, all right, early fourth quarter there. All right. Gus, what we got you on here is we're going to do some NFL picks. Achilles and I are going to make people money this weekend, all right? So,
cool.
But we're going against the spread here, all right?
Not straight up.
Right.
Not straight up. We're going to audit this on Monday and see how much money we made, okay? You ready?
Okay.
All right, awesome,
Yes.
awesome. I like this. I like seeing his face of confusion as we go through this, and this is actually a good visual right here. If you're, for those of you watching, enjoy this visual here. Hey, look, guys, I made a lot of money doing this. Juanqui wants to chime in. All right, he can help. All right, Juanqui, you give us your picks in the chat there, and we'll go through. We'll audit you too. All right, first game, Panthers, 3-point favorites versus the Eagles. Okay, so Panthers at home against the Eagles. Panthers 3-point favorites. Gus, what do you got? You went to Vegas. I'm expecting you to give me some.
Panthers are so hot right now. Their hands so hot.
Okay.
So they're gonna cover.
They're gonna cover. So Panthers are gonna win by 3 or more. And you want to give me a score here? You feeling it, or you just the Panthers to cover? That's what you're gonna give me.
I'm gonna go 24-17.
Oh, okay, all right. Achilles, I like that. That sounded like he knew what he was talking about. that Vegas confidence is still with him. It hasn't shaken off over the last few weeks. Achilles,
I know, bro.
what do you got?
Sportsbook.
Yeah.
Stadium
I'm
seating.
just gonna go against the
Beautiful.
grain. I'm gonna go Philly.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I think they'll either keep
you're
it
saying it's a close
or blow
game?
up.
Okay.
It's gonna be high scoring, so
All right. So
I don't see 3 points being the margin, is what I'm trying to say.
all right. So you're saying Eagles.
Get smacked in a high scoring match.
Okay. So then you're saying the Panthers to cover. They're 3-point favorites.
But I thought if I pick Philly,
How bad we are at this.
it's so they don't have they need to lose by more than 3, right? Or no? I don't know.
This is bad. Juanqui, I might need you to help us out here, bro. Explain what the -3 is here, because this is bad radio right now.
-3, man. -3 if the Panthers win by 3 or more.
Yeah,
then
that's
they
what I
cover.
thought, right? So, all right. So Achilles.
If they win by 1 or 2, they don't cover.
Yeah.
And if they obviously tie
If they
or
lose,
they don't cover.
So Panthers need to win by 3. Achilles, Thanks to Wonky. He's just put it in the chat. Panthers need to win by 3. What do you got, Achilles? Give it to me.
Philly's gonna win it.
Oh, Philly with the upset. Underdog special. All right. There we go. I'm gonna go Panthers. They're gonna cover. I think it'll be, about they'll win by like a touchdown. I think it's. I don't have a lot of faith in these Eagles, although I'm expecting to get a big game from Zach Ertz because my tight end got hurt in fantasy and I just picked him up. So, give it to me. All right, next game, Bengals getting 3 points at home against the Packers. So that means the Packers have to win by 3 points in Cincinnati. So Aaron Rodgers travels to Nasty Natty to take on my boy Joe Sexy Burrow. And Packers got to win by 3. What do you got, Gus?
Packers are a 3-point favorite?
Yeah, they got to win by 3.
Oh, easy.
You got Packers in that?
Easy.
On the road in
for
Cincinnati.
sure.
You want to give me a score?
Yes.
Yeah.
35-24.
Oh, I like that. All right, 35-24. All right. Achilles, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm not going against the Packers, bro.
You're not going against so Packers to cover. Packers going to win by more than 3.
For sure.
All right. Okay. Wonky, you got Packers?
He barely beat Jacksonville, bro.
You know what? I've been riding the Joe Burrow train. I'm feeling good. But I don't like 3 points. I don't like 3 points here. I'd like a little more than 3 points. I'm gonna have to go Packers as well. Packers will win by. I think it'll be by at least a field goal. They'll win it. All right. Next game up, Dolphins 10-point dogs at Tampa Bay. So Buccaneers got to. Are the Buccaneers gonna beat us by 10 points or more? What do you got, Gus?
Absolutely. I mean, come on, dude.
All right.
On the road against the Super Bowl defending champions with our backup quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
All right. No faith. Okay, so 10 points. So you got it big. All right. You think it's going to be a lot more than 10 points or right around 10, a couple touchdowns?
Bro, it's going to be like 3-32 or something like that.
All right. Achilles, what do you got?
100% the same, bro.
Okay.
Like last year, my default move was automatically pick the Dolphins.
Yep.
Not anymore. That was last year. This year, it's pick against them in every game.
All right. I'm actually gonna go. I'll be running some errands during the game. So yeah, that tells you what I think. Yeah, I got Packers big, man. I got Packers
Bucks.
like 35-7. Bucks. Sorry. I got the Buccaneers like 35-7. I hit 35-10. Maybe we'll get a field goal in there. Hey, Gus, take me to the next FIU game. The fans there? he's looking at what's happening behind you. All right. Dolphins plus 10. Oh, you think the Dolphins will keep it close? Is that what you're saying? Let me know. I feel like that's what he's saying. He's got the Dolphins keeping it close. All right.
Dolphins are going to cover. They're going to lose by less than 10 also.
Okay, all right.
I hope so. I hope I'm wrong.
I don't. I hope we get blown out, man. Just let's get this Russell Wilson and Miami stuff going. Browns at
like
Chargers. Huh?
They can still win all their games and go out and get Russell Wilson. They don't have
I know.
to lose, you know.
I know. I'm just
draft.
Yeah, Wonky says yes. He's got the Dolphins to cover. All right, so maybe not to win outright, but he thinks the Dolphins are going to keep it close. So he's taking the points there.
All right.
Browns 2.5 point favorites. No, sorry, dogs at Chargers. So Chargers at home, 2.5 point favorites over the Browns. What do you think?
Man, 2.5 points. Shit, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a pick 'em.
All right.
So Browns love playing those super close games where they either lose or win by a field goal.
Yeah.
I think they'll cover. I think Browns will cover. They're not bad.
All right. So you think it's gonna be a close one?
It's tough, but I think they'll cover. Say what?
So all right. So what? You got it by like what? 21-20 or something here? You think it's gonna be that close?
I'm gonna say 28-27.
Ooh, very specific. I like that. All right.
Chargers
Chargers
win, but Browns cover.
All right. What about you, Achilles?
Baker's hurt, and it's just going to be Chargers in general.
Oh, really? Baker's hurt? What do you know that I don't know?
It's a partially torn labrum.
Oh, okay.
He tried to tackle someone and blew out his shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I saw
It's
it.
a non-throwing shoulder, bro.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But he's the kind of guy who's running around doing all types of stuff. And that hurts just living. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. All right. All right. I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers to win by at least a touchdown here. I got the Chargers at home. I think the Browns are phony. I'm not going to start picking them now. All right,
different segment, bro.
Yeah, here's the it's a different segment. All right, here's the big one. All right, Bills 3-point dogs at the Chiefs. Number 1 defense going up against the number 1 offense. Bills have the number 2 offense. Who's gonna give here, man? Are we we've been talking about the Chiefs here being kind of suspect, but they're at home. Is this gonna be a high scoring, just who gets the ball last or what? Gussie, what do you got?
Chiefs, great offense, but their defense is trash, man. They're going to put up a bunch of points, but they're also going to give up a bunch of points. I can see Buffalo going into Kansas City and upsetting the Chiefs. So I got Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo with the upset. Okay. All right. Killies, what do you got?
I like that too. The coronation of Josh Allen. Everyone can stop talking crap about him.
Ooh.
Go into Arrowhead, make some noise, and everyone can just stop bothering that poor kid.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna still ride my boy Patrick Mahomes, man.
That's
I still
a
like him.
fantasy team pick. I don't want to hear it.
No. I like it. I think though it's a 3 points. They got to win by a field goal, and I think this game is gonna go to who has the ball last, and I think it's gonna be tied. And KC's kicker is gonna kick a field goal, and they're gonna win it. So I'm gonna go with that. Wonky says, we were right, Edwin. Panic on the KC defense. We called it the Garciadamus pick. I like it. So, I'm going to go Chiefs by a field goal. I think it's going to be close. I think the Bills, they've been exploited. I think we're giving the Bills a lot of props for playing some, regular teams and beating them, but I think this will be the big test. Now, if they win this game, I know exactly, but I'm not giving it too much credit going up against the Chiefs here. So if they beat the Chiefs here, then I'll be definitely more in on the Bill stock. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here. I'm gonna take those points.
Bro, it's the coronation.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it could be.
He's not crowned yet.
Yeah. So he's not crowned yet. He could be. This could be the moment, and good for him. Gus, did FIU make the stop?
Yes, they did.
Oh, FIU with the ball.
Why did you jinx it, Edwin?
Damn it, Edwin!
You jinxed it, my friend.
What happened?
As soon as you asked me the question, I said, yes, I did. Bornschlager throws a pick six.
No, 6? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. It was so bad. Wow. That was horrible. All right. With that, I think you should retire.
Flag on the play.
Oh, okay. Keep us updated. Let us know what happens there, because that's bad.
I'll keep you updated. I can't do too much play-by-play. It's illegal.
If you want to crown him.
Lemon tattoos, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Someone's actually committed.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Show that little bad boy. Oh, wait up. Yeah. Hey.
He's in
like
town.
I got tickets, baby. Boom, boom. I like it. All right. Gussie, get back to the game. Text us. I know you're busy. We're gonna wrap up over here. I think we've gone pretty long. Maybe we'll chime in with a quick little baseball here. But Gussie, enjoy. Have a safe drive home, and talk to you later, buddy. Later, guy. Bye. There he goes. He's doing his little thing. Thanks to Gus. We'll audit those picks this weekend. We'll find out who actually won us some money here. I have a feeling I'm gonna be undefeated. I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at picking these
things I know nothing about.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much. All right, let's wrap up the show here. Let's do 5 quick minutes on baseball here because I'm excited. Baseball's back, or not back, but the playoffs are back, and I get such a spooner for baseball, playoff baseball. Last night, the Cuban cohete, I think that's what Gus was calling him, the Randy Arozarena.
The greatest offseason player in baseball history, dude.
Bro,
it's unbelievable.
Whole season, bro. This guy just comes alive. You know what I'm saying? Save. Oh, Wonky wants to save his. He says he won 90,000 one time. Whoa. I gotta get this guy on here. I don't know. We're gonna have to audit that. I want some
90,000 tokens.
Yeah, I want some receipts on that one. Some virtual coin here. I don't know if you got 90,000 Dogecoin. I don't know what the conversion rate is right now. I might have that. Anyway, let me check. I know there was a couple of games going on. Let me give you the most.
Houston won.
Yeah, Houston won. Let's see here. Damn, 38-20. I guess that. Oh, wow. Boston has come back on the. Tampa Bay was up 5-2 after in the second inning. It's now 11-6 in Tampa, bottom of the eighth with 2 outs and a man on. Tampa's losing. So looks like Boston's on the verge of tying that 1-1. This wild card round here is ALDS and NLDS and all that stuff is best of 5. So remember that. Astros already got a 2-0 lead. They took care of business, both games at home. They beat the White Sox, so now the series goes back to Chicago. Giants are up right now, top of the third on TBS.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable how good they are. The Dodgers had their best win total they've ever had, and they had to play in a wild card game.
0 ground. That's unbelievable.
Incredible. But Dodgers are down 2-0 to the Giants in San Francisco. And earlier today, the Braves lost at Milwaukee 2-1. Stupid Braves. But I kind of like the Milwaukee team here. I'm feeling them a little bit. Now, we'll keep tabs on these games here. We got plenty of baseball games here. What are you looking forward to here, man? Early, you got I know you don't follow baseball as much, although this season you probably followed it more than ever before because of fantasy baseball. I feel like that kind of kept you into it a little bit. No? Okay. Maybe that was just
do like 2 to 3 months, man.
And then you tune out. I got you.
It's hard for me.
It's hard. It's a challenge. What about with this playoff pool here that you got? Who are you? What's your little dream scenario here as far as
I like Moneyball Rays, dude. Like I'm all into that. I love that it negates why the Marlins cry poor all the time. What they do negates everything that all the reasons every Marlins management has ever given why the team isn't any good. So as long as the Rays are doing good, I get to keep talking shit about how bad the Marlins are managed at all times. And to me, it's just, and they're like, the evolution of baseball is strikeout or home runs. Yeah. And that's not fun to me, man. I like the baseball I like is baseball. I like plays in the field. And are we going to run? And are we going to bunt? We're going to I like
total baseball, bro. Total baseball. Yeah. It's become boom or bust.
Who cares? Like I'll watch the home run derby if I want to see that. That's not like, honestly, that Yankee Red Sox game, it wasn't like fun. If it wasn't those two teams in a one-off game, that game is not interesting.
Yeah, if that was KC versus pick another random team, the Indians or something like that.
No one cared. Even in a one-game playoff.
Yeah, nobody would watch. You watched that because it was Yankees Red Sox, and you stuck around, and the Stan Homer made had a little more impact because of who it was. I'll say this: that game sucked, but the Dodger game against the Cardinals,
it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That was top notch. And
bro, the cheesemongers were out in that game, dude. It was beautiful to see,
slinging that cheese everywhere. So much.
Except, you know what? I don't want to ever watch the Dodgers play another important game because I never want to watch Kenley Jensen pitch ever again. It's the most frustrating thing I've ever seen with all those hitches and weird things he does. It reminds me, for whatever reason, softball pitchers have the same thing where it's like,
okay.
And then it's like, bro, like I understand that you develop like one hitch or one side, the two different, like he does the hip thing, but each one is different. And then while he's doing the second one, he's doing like a weird, sexy thing with his chest. And then he also does this move. It's like, bro, just throw the ball already.
I get you. He's a little frustrating at times too.
But
I had him as
pitch.
my fantasy,
that's
but
not
boy
that's not the problem.
I do like that he comes out to California Love every time they bring him out from the bullpen. That's his intro song.
He's a Dodger lifer, right?
I believe so. Funny enough, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Kenley Jensen was a catcher and caught a Kershaw no-hitter in the minors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then now he's the closer.
Do you want a plus for the Dodgers to win it all? No Kershaw to blow it in the playoffs. I think it's better for the Dodgers for him to not be in the playoffs, bro.
He proved it last year. He got him. He got him. Yes, he got him. Wonky says the Marlins will be good next year when we sign Arenado and Story. Trevor Story.
Okay.
Bring the Rockies over to the East Coast,
we can't
maybe.
even keep Sterling Marte. You think they're going to sign two Giants?
To be fair, what's her name? The GM?
I don't care what Ing said.
Ing said that they're going to spend money. They said they're going to spend money.
Look, sure.
You're absolutely right. We have no reason to believe that. There's been nothing in the books that has ever.
See, that's the thing. When you hear spend money, you think splash signings. They're literally just going to spend money.
Yeah, they're going to spend a couple bucks.
Like they're just going to bring in people and technically spend money.
Ryan Reynolds or somebody who's decent player, good player, but not the splash signing.
Like stop pretending like you're going to go out and make this team good overnight.
Yeah,
just bring up a Blade. Bring up whoever and just go young guys, dude. They're all really those are the only people who've been fun to watch this year. Yeah. Once they gave up on the team and traded away Marte and
Duvall.
Yeah. The only people that were worth watching were Chisholm and Sanchez and De La Cruz and all these.
And hopefully we get Sixto, back, and if he can recover.
Like I said, I don't have a problem with a team just being young. And if they lose, they lose. But at least they'll be fun, and maybe we'll develop them, and in like 3 or 4 years, we'll have a good team. But just playing, bro. Don't pretend like you're something you're not.
Yeah, and if you're going to spend money, spend it on Carlos Correa. That's who I would like the Marlins to go after. I'm just saying.
Spend that kind of money on
I'm just saying, if somehow, they were, go after Carlos Correa. I like him. He'd be pretty good. We have a stud rotation. We're deep at pitching. And two bats can make a special season. Absolutely.
The team was good until this team got hurt. That's the only thing that kept this team from being good this year, in my opinion. Early on in the season, they were losing 1-1 games because it was this pitcher's out. Now this batter's out. Ugh. And instead of seeing if people can get healthy, they just hit the emergency button and moved on. Yep. You know what I mean? The team wasn't bad.
No, for sure. And Waggy, I know we need to spend. It's just we've never spent on the stuff that people want. They always justify it with simple signings and prospects and everything. But for the first time we have prospects, for the first time we have deep pitching again. We have all these young guys. We got to play them. So now you have the money. Where are you going to spend it? So we'll see what kind of hoodwink shit that Marlins do. But again, why are we talking Marlins when there's playoff baseball happening right now? Right? The Dodgers are playing. The Giants are playing. The Red Sox are playing. You got a lot of good baseball. Randy Arozarena is the GOAT of playoff baseball. It's unbelievable how good that guy is.
The only person to ever hit a home run and steal home in a playoff game, right?
Unbelievable. That is the best. Again, I can't stress enough how awesome baseball is. How awesome baseball is that to this day, all right?
200 years later.
You still come across something that has never happened in the sport. And to me, that's phenomenal. Now, when it comes to this pool of teams, I know you were, who did you say you wanted to see kind of go far? Who do you want to see?
I just want the Rays to just.
You want the Rays? Okay, you team Rays. All right. I want Dodgers. I was thinking, do I want Dodgers Astros like the revenge? No, I don't. You know why? Because the Astros don't deserve to be in the playoffs. So fuck them, because you know what? We can't plunk them, and we can't really make a payback for the shit that they did. So I don't want them. I want them to lose. I kind of would go for and who do we got in the American League? We got Rays, White Sox, and then Rays, Red Sox, White Sox, and Astros. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be Astros. Astros look good. Let the Astros and the Red Sox beat each other up. The White Sox are kind of a disappointment here. I mean, maybe they could turn it around, but I was looking forward to it. But you know what? That old drunkard coach that they have,
LaRusso.
Yeah, so maybe he's just he's fell asleep on the wheel again.
Maybe he's not drunk enough. Maybe they were doing good when he was just passed out from drinking too much.
Probably, bro.
The team themselves.
Probably. Lightning, Buccaneers, and Rays. I am jealous. Absolutely. Tampa Bay is title town.
No, the
title town right now.
Are coming for that neck, bro.
I know, but
we haven't even talked about the only two good teams in this whole stupid city, bro.
Well, we'll save for the next one. We got to the loser town right now, so we got to talk about the losers.
God, you need the losing to end. The Heat and Panther season needs to start so fast. Like, don't ever have to talk about stupid Dolphins and stupid Hurricanes. And stupid Marlins. Oh,
But
Inter Miami, throw them in the trash pile. We need real teams, man.
Yeah, Miami FC doing it. Yeah, we signed Barkov today. That was good. We locked up our guys there. So excited about that. Again, Panthers do it right. Apparently, the other Panthers did throw a Hail Mary 75-yard touchdown pass. So FIU scored again after the pick six. So we're back. We're back even again. We're down. Yeah, back where we started. Maybe some magic will happen there. But going back to baseball, and I want to wrap up the show on this. We've run kind of long here, but it's been a good show. Thanks for everybody for the participation. Wonky, thank you for being such a constant contributor. Really, really appreciate it. And thanks again to Alex and Gus for coming in as well. I know that we talked about this before, show, but I got to get out of here. The coolest thing I've seen in a long time in baseball happened at that Dodger playoff game, the wild card game, where Juan Soto showed up to Dodger Stadium as a fan in a Washington Nationals jersey that said Juan Soto on it with some other guy. I think he gave him his dad or his brother or somebody else. They paid their own money, I'm sure probably, and sat good seats right by the dugout, got primo seats strictly there to support their boy, Max Scherzer, who was pitching the playoff game there. I thought that was so dope. I think it's great. He's not gonna go in there repping Dodger colors because if I were a Nationals fan and I see him wearing Dodger colors, and if he came out and said, "I was supporting my friend
in street clothes," he doesn't have to be there in Dodger clothes.
He was repping his squad.
So, like, if he was wearing a Scherzer jersey, that might have been cool.
Well, maybe he was. Maybe he was. You know, to be fair, I don't know if he wasn't.
Douchey move.
I don't know if
you know what category that puts him in? Marlins man category.
No, how dare you?
He did it on purpose.
Don't ever say that again.
He was in his stupid Nationals jersey.
No.
Oh god.
He was
a great, interesting player, and that's such a douchebag move.
No, that was great. It was great because first off, right now, he just scored so many points with all of Washington, and he doesn't care about you in Miami. He doesn't care about anybody else. He cares about his fandom and his fans over in Washington, and all of them were like, yo, our guy was out there as a World Series champion supporting his friend over there, but he repped the right colors. He was repping Washington. He was Nats all the time.
I'd be embarrassed.
Oh, that was great. It was phenomenal.
If I was a Marlins guy and someone got traded to a playoff team and some idiot showed up in their actual Marlins jersey to a different stadium, bro. Come on.
You're so wrong on this. Do
they not watch Seinfeld? You cannot be in the primo seats wearing the other team's stuff.
I know the Orioles hat. It's fine. But you can't be Elaine wearing an Orioles hat at a Yankees game in the box seat there. But you can't be Juan Soto being a professional baseball player, borderline MVP, and doing that. That was great. I liked it.
That's like Mike Piazza walking around the beaches in Baywatch wearing his own jersey. That's not how humans act, bro.
That's how it is, bro. It was phenomenal. It was great.
Like when other NBA players show up to other players' games, they're not there and like, oh, I'm gonna wear a jersey. They dress up like regular people and support their guys, bro. That's so dumb.
No. That was dope. I liked it. I thought it was a cool touch. I thought it was swag. He could have gone in there incognito.
You're cringe, bro. Of course you like the cringe thing.
He could have gone in there incognito and not shown anybody, but he went in there and he repped it and he made sure Max Scherzer right after the game went up to him and was like, God, they cheered and everything, and then he went to celebrate with his boys in Dodger. By the way, Max Scherzer was shirtless too. He had like ripped jersey and everything. It was great, phenomenal. Mad Max, great. I love watching that guy pitch. He's so good. He's so intense, bro. It's like
it's the two-color eyes, dude.
Oh, that two-color eye Marilyn Manson thing going on, bro. It's just extra power. Unfortunately, with the Yankees, when I saw Garrett Cole pitching, just looked bad, bro. Just looked bad. Didn't look like he had looked rattled. Looked like the moment got away from
on Garrett Cole. So David Sampson does the Le Batard show, right? And they were talking about that. And he said that the reason Garrett Cole wasn't good in that game is because it was cold. And since they got rid of all the weird sticky tack rules, what players do is they need more sweat to get that traction, and that it was too cold, and that Garrett Cole relies on that sticky shit so much that because it was cold, he wasn't any good. I was like, that's a weird thing to say, but it doesn't not make sense.
I could kind of see it, but Samson, Garrett Cole, after they got rid of the sticky stuff, still put on all-star numbers, and it wasn't always in the heat, and it wasn't always sweating, and it wasn't always this year full of shit.
It was in the summer.
Samson.
It wasn't the fall classic yet, dude.
Get out of here. I'm not buying that excuse. Samson, he might hit on some stuff, but I think he's a clown.
I just thought it was like a weird
but
thing.
It is interesting. It is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are like, fuck, I'm not sweaty enough. I can't throw my nasty stuff.
Yeah. Update from FIU. Dagger, 45-27. Panthers about to lose. 2 minutes left. Coming straight from Gustavo.
Dagger, stop. 45-27. Stop. Panthers about to lose. Stop. 2 minutes left. Full stop. Send.
Oh man, that's it. That's the dismount right there, bro. Fuck it.
Walk off, let's go.
Big. And I keep getting cut off. Big thanks to everybody. Gus, thanks for chiming in. Sorry you had to endure that painful FIU game, man. We can't even beat Charlotte. Hard times. Thanks again to Wonky, Taylor, everybody else. Alex was helping us out
for bringing actual, scientific facts. Not
yes, for doing that. And remember, everybody, we'll be wearing week 1 those Finstrodamus is the GOAT shirts. I'm gonna start designing them already because it's gonna be a good time next season for Dolphins fans. So again, thank you 5 Reasons Sports for hosting us. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button. Thank you, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great